Welcome to Sandu and Sheen, back at it for the Thursday night football recap.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins fall to 0-3. Buffalo takes this one 31-21. Jer. Miami shows some fight, but in the end, costly turnover sinks their ship, and Buffalo rides onto a 3-0 record. What were your thoughts on this AFC East clash?
This game was so bizarro. Like the score should have been 45-21, but the Dolphins defense stepped up. So I got a lot of respect for the Dolphins now. Even like the return of Rasul Douglas, he had like the whole myriad of emotions. Like he was helping up James Cook after a run, but then he was like fighting or near a fight with Dalton Kincaid, and the return to Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, it was a love story and a revenge story, almost.
I saw a little
Dolphins
swag out of
played great
Miami
today. I think they're going to gain a lot of respect. Yeah, they're going to gain a lot of
Yeah, I
respect
think
in the league. You can't just right.
Well, I mean, they didn't. They did let up 30 points, but they had been letting up an average of 33 before, and still haven't caused a turnover this year. And Buffalo, I believe it's 21 straight games that they have either won or been neutral in the turnover column, which is like, I can't even believe that. So obviously, Buffalo takes care of the ball superbly, and they had their 360 yards total. Miami had a respectable 276. And I thought Miami was solid on third down, Jared. What were your thoughts on they were converting those third and eights, and
Oh yeah,
this Malik Washington guy, he's pretty quick.
superb on third down. Yeah, he was Chezzy on TSN's second half pick of the over on his yards there. But yeah, no, really respecting Miami as a whole. The defense, the receiver, the long passes on third down to Tyreek Hill. You know, he's been getting a little stigma lately. He's not doing as much as he should. He looked great tonight. I am not going to take the Dolphins for granted anymore. I don't double spread. Still they still lost by 10, but they covered that inflated spread of 11.5. No one thought it could be done. Well, some people thought it could be done.
Yeah, they were tied at half.
I'm sure the public was.
Yeah, I mean, they were tied at half.
It was half and half.
Oh yeah, heavy.
Oh no, I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
at
the public.
halftime, and we were tied.
The public was on Buffalo huge, even with the minus 11.
It was a heavy recreational play. But I mean, obviously, after what you've seen from Miami and what you've seen from Buffalo, the only reason you would take this is because it's divisional. And I mean, they play so hard in these divisional games. And after being, in the driver's seat against New England, stepping out of bounds, HN and all that mess, I thought they showed some resilience. They showed some guts. And, if it wasn't for that turnover by Tua, I was thinking, man, if they get a touchdown here, do you go for two and try to take the lead and just, take your chances in a back and forth seesaw? But the Dolphins will be, I believe they're hosting the Jets next Monday night. We have a doubleheader next Monday night. It's Jets at Miami and Cincy at Denver. And for Buffalo, where are they going to be going next? Oh my gosh, they are hosting the New Orleans Saints. Jared, the spread is 15 right now. I might have to take New Orleans just on that principle when I'm getting over 2 touchdowns. So Buffalo, they're going to have 10 days off to face the Saints. And I guess Miami will have 11 days off because they're going to be playing the following Monday. So it's kind of a mini bye for them. They'll be facing the Jets, only 2.5-point favorites. You gotta think that's a pretty fair line. But yet another divisional game. So that'll be 3 straight divisional games for Miami. You got to think they got to get one of those, right?
Yeah, I was really impressed tonight how this wasn't a boring game, and it's like, oh, like, oh,
No.
Dolphins, Bills, like this is going to be terrible. It's going to be so one-sided. Like, yeah, I was just
Mhm.
pleasantly surprised on the entertainment value that and like I'm a big Bills booster. I know I've said it on the show lots of times. Their fans deserve a Super Bowl, but
Mhm.
I was almost pulling for the
Right.
Dolphins there, and like this is like
Mhm.
exciting football to watch.
If I
Thursday
was a
nights
Buffalo,
are generally, yeah, stinker.
but I mean, if you had Buffalo survivor pick there for a second, you were probably sweating it a little bit, right? Thinking, shit, Miami might take the lead or take this to overtime, or crazier things have happened and will happen in the NFL. So two teams going in opposite directions, but like we said, Miami will be hosting the Jets. That usually helps things. And Buffalo hosts the lowly Saints next week, Jer. Just taking a peek what I see from next week. I think the spread is 15. So I don't know. Buffalo could kill them, but again, New Orleans, they got some spark in them. So that is our little wrap up
Give
for
any
Thursday
NFL
night.
team 2 touchdowns. It's
Yeah, yeah, especially
it's
especially when everyone's calling them the
it's
worst
not a
team in
good
the
bet.
league, right?
in
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I
in
don't
my
see
opinion,
Buffalo being that
definitely
motivated to
it's too
step
many
on New
points.
Orleans, but then again, you never know. It's one of those things. It's just, does Buffalo really want to kill them? That's what it comes down to. But yeah, Dolphins dropped
Up
to
by
1
three
3.
scores, one garbage touchdown,
Yeah,
and then you're done, right? So yeah,
yeah.
it's tough.
It's the NFL nowadays. It's crazy. Um, yeah, taking a look at next week. Next Thursday's game will be Seattle and Arizona. And then on Sunday, we're having Minnesota and Pittsburgh in Germany, I believe. So that'll be a 6:30 morning game. So
Nice.
maybe we can do. I'm thinking maybe we'll do a recap when that game's over, right? Because it's kind of standalone
Okay.
game, don't you think? And then
Yeah, a lot of
yeah, we'll
people
put
aren't
it
up
out.
at 6:30. I think they'd appreciate that. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Should be a good game. Vikings and Steelers. Over under is pretty low, so they're expecting a tight battle. We also got Eagles and Buccaneers next week. That's going to be a crazy game. Rematch a couple of years ago, playoff. And we have Rams and Colts. That should be compelling. Chiefs and Ravens. I believe in Kansas City. Cowboys and Packers on Sunday night. And as I mentioned, the doubleheader, Jets and Dolphins, and Bengals at Denver. That might be a couple of good matchups. I think the games are going to overlap next week. One starts at 4:15, the other one starts at 5:15. So we won't have a 10:30 Pacific finish, which is kind of nice on Monday night.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of
yeah,
tough to watch two
that
games at
is
once, but I guess you get used to it.
yeah, I think one game will be on ESPN and one game will be on ABC. So I think there'll be a
Well,
stream
you got
for
to
each
practice
one,
on
but
Sunday,
I think
right? You got to change back and forth.
yeah,
Can't miss a thing.
yeah, exactly. I think the main matchup will be Cincy Denver on ABC, and then the Jets Dolphins will be the precursor on ESPN. Detroit will be hosting Cleveland next week. That'll be interesting. Detroit probably a really popular survivor pick, I think, next week. Obviously, Buffalo laying 15 to New Orleans should be a big survivor play. Other than that, I'm seeing some pretty small spreads. Texans, Titans, 7, Broncos, Cincy, 6.5. So a lot of teaser possibilities I'm thinking for next week, Jer. Uh, we got some big matchups on this Sunday. Obviously, Rams at Eagles. And I guess some other decent games coming up as well. 49ers, Cardinals should be good. Denver, Chargers should be good. And we'll be back for a Sunday recap for all of the action for week 3. Any final thoughts as we sign it off for our recap? Dolphins and Buffalo Bills.
Can't wait for that Philadelphia Rams revenge game.
Double revenge, because you remember Saquon punked the Rams for 200 yards rushing in LA?
They're going to be angry. If Philly's defense can get to Matthew Stafford, in his semi-injured, probably still, you never know. That back is probably one Jalen Carter hit away from done for the season. So you got to watch it. But
Stafford's
can't wait.
He's crafty, right? He's going to put up his points. It's going to come down to that Rams O-line holding up against the Eagles, and I expect it to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if Rams win. I think we're going to have a few upsets here and there. But as we finish up, we would like to thank everyone for joining us. Please click like and subscribe, all the notifications, and we're going to hit you guys up next time.
Peace.
On S.